Hi everyone, today we are here to explain the foundation of organization structure. There are 7 elements of organization structure. The first one is work specialization, which is the division of labor into separate activities. With work specialization, the bakery can divide the labor into separate activities. For instance, one baker might specialize in making bread, another in cakes, and another in pastries. Second one is departmentalization, which is grouping jobs together so common tasks can be coordinated. Let's say in a retail store, departmentalization organize employee into group based on task. For example, grouping cashiers, stock clerks, and sales associates into separate departments ensures efficient coordinations, like cashiers handle transaction, stock clerks manage inventory, and sales associates assist customers. This structure streamlines operation and improves customer service. The third one is chain of command, which is a system for passing instruction and reporting within a organization. Let's say in a school, the chain of command might start with the principal at the top, followed by vice principals, department heads, teachers, and then support staff like janitors. Instruction flow from the principal downwards. The principal instruct vice principals who then pass on directive to department heads and so on. This hierarchical structure ensures clear communication and accountability throughout the school. The fourth is span of control, which regulates the number of direct reporters managed by a single supervisor. Let's say in a small restaurant, the span of control for a supervisor might be narrow. For instance, one supervisor oversees a small team consisting of a chef, 2 cooks, and 3 servers. This close supervision ensures effective communication, coordination, and quality control within the limited staff size. The fifth one is centralization and decentralization. The concept defining how managers as well as employees give input on company goals and strategy. Let's say, in a centralized organization, all major decisions are made by top management. For example, in a small family-owned business, the owner makes all decisions regarding finance, operation, and marketing strategies without much input from employees. Conversely, in a decentralized organization, decision-making authority is distributed among various levels of management or even employees. For instance, in a large tech company, different departments or teams might have the autonomy to make decisions relevant to their area of expertise, such as product development or marketing strategies, without constant oversight from upper management. The next one is formalization, which is the degree to which jobs within the organizations are standardized. Let's say in a fast food chain, formalization is high when each step of food preparations follows strict guidance outlined in manuals. For instance, the process for making a burger is standardized. First, assembling ingredients in specific order, cooking for a set time, and serving with prescribed condiments. This ensures consistency across all locations. Last but not least, boundary spanning, which occurs when individuals form relationship with people outside their formally assigned groups. Let's say, in a large corporation, a marketing manager might engage in boundary spanning by collaborating with individuals from sales department, research and development team, and customer service. By building relationship with colleagues from different departments, the marketing manager gains valuable insight, foster collaboration, and ensure marketing strategies align with overall business goals. So, that concludes my explanation of the 7 elements of organization structure. I will now hand it over to my friends for the next part.
Okay, now we will explore the 3 common organizational frameworks and structure. There are 3. The first one will be simple structure, bureaucracy, and matrix structure. Next. Okay, for simple structure, this type of organization is like having a small team where one person, usually the founder or the owner, makes all the decisions. It's straightforward because there are only a few layers of management and everyone reports directly to the boss. Let's say a family-owned let's say a family-owned restaurant where the owner Sam makes all the decisions. Sam directly manages the chefs, wait staff, and other employees. So, for the advantages and disadvantages of simple structure, one of the primary strengths of a simple structure is the speed of decision making. With fewer layers of management, decisions can be made quickly. Additionally, communication tends to be straightforward since everyone reports directly to the owner, reducing the chances of miscommunication. However, this structure has its drawbacks. As organization grows, the simple structure may become too centralized and unable to handle the increased complexity. Furthermore, the organization is heavily dependent on the leader, meaning that if the leader is unavailable or makes poor decisions, it can significantly affect the entire organization. Next. Bureaucracy. This is a highly structured organization with clear roles, rules, and procedures. Authority flows from the top down and decisions are made based on established protocols. For example, imagine a Pizza Hut franchise where there are specific departments for various tasks such as cooking, serving customers, managing inventory, and handling finances. Each department has its own set of rules and procedures. For instance, there are standardized recipes for making pizzas, guidelines for customer service, and protocol for inventory management. Bureaucracy offers the advantage of standardization, allowing customers to expect consistency in the quality of food and service across different Pizza Hut locations due to the standardized processes. Moreover, clear rules and procedures help in streamline operation, leading to efficient service delivery. On the downside, the bureaucratic structure can be quite rigid, hindering innovation and adaptation to changing customer preference or market trends. Additionally, since decisions are often require approval from multiple levels of management, addressing customer concerns or implementing changes can be slow, leading to a delayed response to customer needs. Next. And for the last one, matrix structure. In this type of organization, employees report to multiple managers or supervisors. typically functional and project managers. This allows for greater flexibility and collaboration across different departments. Let's consider a marketing department in a technology company where employees report to both a marketing manager for a day-to-day task and a project manager for specific projects. There's a picture given there. That's how matrix structure works. The matrix structure is highly flexible, allowing this structure facilitates efficient resources utilization since resources are allocated based on project needs, ensuring better use of available resources. However, reporting to multiple managers can sometimes lead to role confusion, with employees unsure about the priorities and responsibilities. Moreover, conflicts may arise between functional managers and project managers over resource allocation and priorities, leading to potential power struggles. In conclusion, each organization structure has its own advantages and challenges. Understanding these structures can help us choose the right one for our specific organizational needs. Now, I will pass it to the next person.
Okay, for the next part, we will delve into the new trends in organizational design. The term virtual organization is used to describe a network of independent firms that join together, often temporarily to produce a service or product. A virtual organization is often associated with terms as a virtual office, virtual terms, and virtual leadership. The ultimate goal of a virtual organization is to provide high-quality product services instantaneously in response to customer demand. We can say that the example of virtual organization is a small software company wants to bid for a new contract which is beyond its scope. The company forms a virtual organization that with other similar small companies, and by doing that, it is suddenly able to compare with layer cooperation to gain the contract. Next, team structure. The team structure eliminates the chain of command and replaces departments with empowered teams. It removes vertical and horizontal boundaries, breaks down external barriers, and flattens the hierarchy and minimizes status and rank. For example, Spotify, the global music streaming service, is known for its innovative organizational design, which is it called as squad model. This model emphasizes team structure, where cross-functional teams, known as squad, are the fundamental building block of the organization. Next. Okay, last but not least, circular organization. A circular organization structure puts leader of the organization at the center rather than the top, so they can share information outward rather than pass it down a chain of command. Employees in different departments are also seen as a part of a larger whole rather than kept off by department. For example, smaller organizations, particularly in the non-profit sector and startup, may adopt circular structure to promote inclusiveness and agility. I will pass to the next presenter.
Now I will discuss about the mechanistic versus the organic model. So first, the mechanistic and organic structural models are two contrasting approaches to organizational design. Each models have a different characteristics and suited to different environments and business model. Firstly, the characteristics of mechanistic model. Mechanistic model, first the characteristics are centralization. Centralization is where decision making is centralized at the top levels of the organization. Second is highly formalization, where the high degree of formula rules and procedures are applied. Third is high specialization. High specialization is where high level of job specialization with employees performing specific tasks. Fourth is narrow spans of control, where strict control towards the mechanism to ensure compliance with rules and standards. For instance, a manager oversees a small number of employees. Second is the organic model. The characteristics of organic model is where decentralization, for instance, decision making is decentralized and distributed throughout the organization. Second is low formalization, minimal formal of rules and procedures allowing for flexibility. Third is cross-functional teams, where require a careful planning, clear objectivities, and strong leadership to overcome a potential challenges and maximize their benefits. Number four is wide spans of control, where a single manager supervises a large number of subordinates. Next slide. Now is the organization structure. Organization structure is means to help management to achieve its objectivities. The strategy framework focuses on three dimensions, which is innovation strategy, cost minimization, and imitation. Innovation strategy is where organizational structure focuses on designing and adapting the organization to foster creativity, collaboration, and rapid response towards the change. Second is cost minimization, where focuses on designing and managing the organization in a way that reduces costs without compromising efficiency and effectiveness. Third is the imitation. Imitation is where this context involves adopting a strategic mix of tight controls for efficiency in routine tasks and looser controls for fostering innovation. This balanced approach to help organizations remain competitive and adaptable in a dynamic business environment. Next slide. Now, I'm going to discuss about the factors that affect the organization structure. First is the organization size. When it comes to the organization size, we need a large organization which employing more than 2,000 people, more specialization, more department, more vertical levels, and more rules. Next slide. Second is technology. When it comes to technology, the way an organization transfer its input into outputs, where we need a more creativity, data and output to transfer all the transactions of the business. Next slide. Okay, now is the environment. An organization environment includes outside institution or focuses that can affect its performance. It's divided into three dimensions, which is capacity, volatility, and complexity. Next. This is the three-dimension model of the environment that involves simple to complex, abundant to scarcer, and stable to dynamic. Next. The last factor that affects the organization structure is the institution, which shapes the organization structure that involve regulatory pressures, simple inertia, culture, and fads or trends. That's all from my presentation. I will pass it to the next presenter.
Okay, let's talk about implication. Next slide. Number one, innovation strategy, organic team structure. Organizational structure should align with organization strategy and mission, considering elements like departmentalization and specialization. For example, suppose an online shoe retailer company thrives on innovation and customer service. The structure is that they use a flat team-based structure with minimal hierarchy. Cross-functional teams handle tasks from marketing to customer service, fostering collaboration and quicker problem solving. The benefit of this structure is that they allow them to react quickly to customer trends and implement new ideas. Number two, cost minimization strategy, mechanistic bureaucracy. For example, McDonald's relies on efficiency and standardized processes. They have a clear hierarchical structure with well-defined departments. Employees have specialized tasks ensuring consistent product quality, and fast service. This structure enables them to control costs and maintain consistent operations across thousands of restaurants. Number 3. Imitation strategy. Hybrid structure. Downsizing should be carefully considered for its negative impact on employees and morale. For instance, a new smartphone company might imitate the design and features of a successful competitor. They might use a hybrid structure. The research and development department might have a more organic team-based structure to quickly analyze and adapt existing technology. However, the manufacturing department could utilize a more mechanistic approach to efficiently produce the imitated product. This allows for fast development while maintaining cost-efficient production. Number 4. Adapting to environmental changes. Flexible structure. Organization can adopt various strategies like innovation, cost minimization, or imitation, but structures must be flexible to adapt to changing environmental pressures. For example, a social media company needs to adapt to constantly changing user trends. They might have a flexible structure with cross-functional team incorporating marketing, product development, and user experience specialists. This allows them to quickly identify trends and implement changes to stay relevant. This structure keeps them agile and responsive to a dynamic environment. Remember, the best structure isn't a one size fits all. It's all about finding the right balance between efficiency and flexibility to achieve your organization's goal. That's it.